I was able to find a few supplies in the bag. Oh, no. You just sit there, relax, okay? You are our guest here, so you shall rest. I hope my boys weren't too rough when they found you and brought you in. They described the crash to me. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you weren't more injured than you are, but it's a good thing my boys found you when they did and brought you here. It must be your lucky day. But no, I'll tend to those cuts and abrasions, don't you worry. Let's see. Here we kind of look after one another. It's rare that we actually go into town for really anything. See, we are a community here who takes care of one another. So we have little use for services of the outside world. Rare is it that we indulge in any modern comforts, although I will say, of course, we do have running water and electricity. We aren't so primitive. How's your coffee? Is it good? Well, my boy Ted, he can make a very strong cup of coffee. It's not for the faint of heart, but it is good. No. You can call me, well, most people around here, they just call me Mama, but my real name's Cheryl. You can call me either. I answer to both. What should I call you, traveler? Well, we never fall short of greetings here. It's very nice to meet you. But let's tend to some of those cuts, shall we? Got a few supplies here. First, I just want to wipe off some of the dirt that's on your face. You know, I must say, it's very interesting where my boys found you. See, you weren't crashed on the side of any of the main roads around here, no. None of the public roads. You were crashed on the side of one of our roads. One of our private roads. And it just gets me thinking. Now, I don't take you for a fool. You don't look like one to me. You look like someone who knows exactly what they're doing. Perhaps I'm wrong about that. But I have invested pretty heavily in a bunch of signage. You see, out on our roads, things like private property, keep out, no trespassing, you know, things like that. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of signs. I know you said earlier that you got lost. But, well, only a fool happen to get lost on one of our roads? Plus, of course, you're a liar. But you don't seem like the type. This. Just an antiseptic. That's okay. You know, sometimes we all get a little lost out there in the world, don't we? And I will say, too, it's interesting. You don't even look like someone who belongs even in the nearby town. You look like you come from somewhere else. Don't know much about you, of course, just met. What are you doing, in this area? Just out of curiosity. Just passing through. What an answer. Wow. And where were you headed? Where was your end goal? Have some more of your coffee. Well, that's interesting as well. You see, I'd hate to think, because, well, lately, unfortunately, me and my community have been the center of some scandal. And, well, I can't help what others say about me and my family in the media. Yes, it's true, people are going missing around here, but I wouldn't know anything about that. You weren't driving through the area hoping to, I don't know, try and discover our secrets here, were you? People like to throw a lot of words around. Cult being one of them. That's not what we are here. We are a community of like-minded individuals just trying to find their place in the world. Have a sense of community, belonging, wanting to feel important, set all extra worldly ideologies aside and just come together in a group and make something of this life. Tell me, do you feel like you belong in your family, job, just in your life in general? Or are you lost? Because you look like someone who might be lost to me. But then again, without community, aren't we all lost? And I must say, I find it curious also. Few things that my boys found in your car. What was it you said you do for a living again? That's what I thought. Well, unless you have some hobby of filming and photography, but maybe that's all it is. My boys found a bunch of camera equipment, filming equipment in your car. Perhaps I should think nothing of it. You know, there are a lot of people who photograph nature, other things for a hobby, but I get a different vibe from you. That's okay. So what were you going to do with all this filming equipment? Of course. Well, I'm glad they brought it in for you. Wouldn't want someone stealing this. That's fine. We put a special ointment too for those cuts. Let me clean my hands a little bit here. So, what do we know about you so far? You are someone traveling, just passing through. You got lost, decided to take a little detour, drive on one of our roads, get into a little oopsie crash. My boys find you, find your camera equipment in your car, bring you here, right? That's all. Fine, dandy. Put some of this on. Yes, this is my property. We have, well, I hate calling it a compound, but it kind of is. We've got multiple communal homes, and everyone in our community lives here. We do all the work, grow all the food. We take care of one another. Put this up here. We are 100% independent from the rest of the world. And we care for one another. Take care of one another. And that's it. Nothing nefarious like the news and media like to say. They seem to think that we hold certain, well, gatherings and conduct certain things during these gatherings, and people just happen to be going missing in this area, and they want to pin it on somebody, and why not pin it on the weirdos living on the compound, right? Oh, we must be a cult. Please. We are not that. But you didn't know any of that, right? You had no idea about me or my group. And oh yes, this is all mine. Well, it was my grandfather's, and then he passed, and under suspicious circumstances, but, And then I inherited all this land and decided to start this community. Me. So you could say I'm in charge here, which I am. And, well, I don't like when things happen that shouldn't, can't be properly explained, like your presence here. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how you got so lost, that you were so deep into our property, our acreage. That doesn't make any sense. Especially when things are so clearly labeled out there on the main road. No. You wouldn't have gotten lost here unless you intentionally wanted to be here. I don't want to say it, but I think you're a journalist or something, and you're trying to get an inside scoop. Well, if we are what you think we are, what a fool are you to have come here alone? But of course we're not. We're not that. We're not some nefarious group. We are just people living together. Nothing more. Have some more of your coffee. Well, you know what? Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps this has all been a big misunderstanding. Maybe you truly didn't notice the signs. Maybe you just kept on driving, hoping to find your way back into town, and then crashed. And so I won't judge you, but I will say it is late, and there's no Ubers coming to get you out here, and your car is not going anywhere. No, not tonight anyway. So I think that you should rest here tonight. We do have some guest space. And then in the morning, my boys will take a look at your car. Some of them are very skilled at repairs and such. And then you'll be on your way. Does that sound okay? Good. Oh, and it wasn't just the camera equipment we found in your car. Well, not me. My boys. My lovely boys. We also found this. Now, I didn't have too much time to flip through your little journal here. But enough. Seems someone is perhaps a little obsessed with me and my family. Oh, you can deny it all you want. That's not very polite. No. See, I wanted to be your friend. Even for perhaps a brief moment, I thought maybe this would be a great new addition to our family. But you have not been kind or truthful. And those are two things we do not tolerate here. But you are in luck because we love sharing and teaching our beliefs and values to new people. And that's exactly what we're going to do with you. You will leave here being an entirely different person. Your mind will be changed forever. But something tells me that after we've taught you and shared all the goodness that we do and everything we believe, you are not going to want to leave. How's that coffee? Well, traveler, welcome home.